I finished reading Daggerheart last night. I'm working from the PDF, not from a physical copy, so I'm not going to like show off the fancy shiny book and the slipcase and the cards and all those things. So we're just going to talk about what's actually in the book. Uh, as far as TTRPGs go, like I've read dozens cover to cover. I talk about game mechanics. That's my whole deal. The RPGbot podcast, we review new games on a regular basis and talk about like what we can learn from them. So reading and ingesting a new RPG, like I do this all the time. The Daggerheart PDF is about 400 pages. It has player rules, GM rules, and your bestiary all in one book, so, everything you need in that one initial product. Daggerheart's pretty clearly trying to compete directly with D&D on its own terms, and I think it does a lot of things really, really well. It nails the trappings of high fantasy really well. You've got similar enough mechanics from compared to D&D that you'll be able to translate really well. So your ancestry, your class, your background, like you will be able to very easily take a D&D character and convert it to Daggerheart if you choose to do so. So like the transition there is super nice. The dice system is going to feel a little bit different for D&D players who used to like my weapon does 1 die of damage, I roll a d20 to attack. You'll figure it out after like 2 or 3 rolls and it'll all make sense. I do think the mechanics are explained really well and there's a lot of fun there. The fear and hope systems are really, really neat. That said, I don't think it's a perfect system. I don't think this is the D&D killer that folks want it to be. I'm stealing this line from one of my podcast co-hosts, but Daggerheart feels like D&D if it was designed by theater nerds. It's going to be a great game if your players are good at improv and storytelling on the fly, and if they're experienced role players. Like, all those things are going to make Daggerheart really, really fantastic. But I do think that new players are going to struggle with the game simply because they may not be ready to speak up for themselves when they want to insert themselves into the story. And I think that's going to be a problem that holds Daggerheart back. But even with that potential challenge there, I do think Daggerheart has a lot of really great things going for it. Removing the strict initiative system that you're used to from D&D or Pathfinder or most other RPGs, the way that character advancement works, a lot of the character options, a lot of things in this game are going to keep players more consistently engaged with the game than games like D&D. And honestly, I think that's a huge win. So Daggerheart, maybe not the absolute perfect game, maybe not a D&D killer, but a lot to love.